I'm Nick Brown. I'm the operations chief for Clackamas Fire. So specifically, I'm in charge of the operations of the fire district, of the fire department. So I take care of resources. I assign resource allocation. Anything that has to do with emergency services is my responsibility.
My name is Samantha Hammonds. I go by Sam, and I am a manager at Estacadas Planet Cup of Joe coffee shop. Personally, the Riverside fire really affected my family. Our house, I believe, was the first one to burn down before the fire actually reached closer to the city limits. So it was a little traumatic, a little more than traumatic.
So Monday night at about 7 o'clock, it was about 6 o'clock, we started getting a bunch of fires, right? So from 6 o'clock on the 7th till about 1 o'clock in the morning, we had 35 working fires. And of those 35 working fires, we had 12 greater alarm fires, which is a second alarm or greater. What we found out real quick is that the whole entire state was on fire. And not only the whole entire state, but the county was on fire.
The first few days, it was, I think, the hardest because we were obviously in shock that it actually happened, but also it took some time for a lot of the people around us to realize how severe it was and that they needed to also leave. Which is unfortunate that it reached that level and had to get there. But I definitely would say we sadly were one of the very affected families by it.
As this all started unfolding, then we start realizing we have a 135,000 acre Riverside fire, a 430 plus acre Unger fire, a 400 acre Wilhoit fire, and a 1,500 acre Dowdy fire, right? And so, truthfully, we were trying to play zone defense. The difference with this fire that I saw versus that fire, and that fire at the time was the biggest one in the nation, was the wind that we had on this event. It was unpredictable. It was going in multiple different directions. We were getting projections of extreme fire behavior, obviously with the tactical pause that they initiated on Thursday, that the state initiated. Anytime you hear as an operations chief apocalyptic fire behavior, it gets you a little nervous.
So we actually closed for 2 days out of worry for the safety of everyone needing to leave. Most of our girls had to evacuate because they're all local. But we decided to reopen because the city wanted to bring in other people to help serve, the community, those that were stuck there, and the firefighters and such. And we had the means to help. Otherwise, all the stuff we would have had, all the milk, all the food, everything, would have gone to waste. Otherwise, if we would have kept the shop closed. So on a volunteer basis, we just decided to open and give out free food and drinks to anybody in the area working or just staying there because they're worried about, their livestock, their family, whatever reasons they couldn't leave. And I think that was one of the best things we could do because really at moments like that, you don't necessarily know how to help. And so we just did what we could.
There's gratitude that I have for the men and women of Clackamas Fire that put the security of their own families and in their own homes to go serve the community. And it's pretty impressive to me, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. I don't think they realize how many firefighters that we actually have that live in that area and that were in level 3 evacuations. And they just basically told their loved ones, get out, and they went and fought the fire, and so did a lot of the community members as well.
I forget what they've kind of coined themselves, but our redneck firefighting team, they really did a lot for the community and really showed a really big heart. And I think as a whole, we just wanted to show that back. Personally, the minute I could, the first day we were open, I was I'll work. I want to work. I want to help. I feel slightly helpless. So I want to give some comfort to those that, are out there saving other people's houses or making them feel more safe about what's going on.
Man, this was super cool, right? So not only the citizens of Estacada, but our holistic approach, like I was talking about, the county, the citizens helping was amazing. We had endless supplies of water, Gatorade, food supplies, toiletries donated to this downtown Estacada, to the training center here that we were able to allocate to first responders, CCSO, the fire department, to citizens that were affected. It just was super cool in a disaster, seeing everybody rally together and be able to provide the necessary logistics that we needed.
Since this all has happened, I have nothing but great things to say about the community. Especially prior to all the fires happening, there was just some unrest in the town with different political views and things like that, which sadly can really divide places, understandably. And I just think it was really nice to be reminded that there are really awesome people in the world that have great hearts and will reach out and help. My family was personally, we've met so many people and we've gotten help from so many others in ways that we didn't even think we would need when we first were like, what do we do? And it just, the outpour was really, really nice. Like, it's a really awful situation to go through, but it was really nice to know we weren't alone ever. And to know as like a whole, as like the Estacada whole, that when it comes down to it, like nobody wants to see the people in their community have to go through horrible times. And I really like that about the town, actually, that they're willing to sacrifice their own safety for, to help others.
There's a lot of good work that happened in the Dowdy area and in the Riverside area and off of Spangler Road for us. It was citizens with water trucks that were helping us and extinguishing a lot of these big fires that were of great help. And so they tried, the community really bound together and helped us in more ways than we thought were imaginable that quickly. I mean, and it was a call out that, hey, the firefighters need this, and boom, it was there.
I just didn't think people would be so forward and so ready to help, especially those that have such different points of view than I do. I also saw a lot of people working together that I never would have guessed, that were getting along and just wanted to help and just show love to their community. And I think that's really cool too. So sadly, tragedy brings people together.
You really break it down. It's the foundation of America, right? And rallying around and supporting each other and having that community feel. And it is unfortunate that during the disaster, right, it takes that from happening. But it's like everything in life. There's always a light out of darkness.
My family and I just really appreciate everything everyone's done for us on every level. I appreciate the support at my work. My work appreciates all the support the community gives us all year long. We definitely feel the love, and I feel very blessed to be part of Estacada. And so I hope others are able to feel that way, and I hope that the tragedy that we've all gone through is something that we can, as a town forever kind of reflect upon and be like, this is where we were, and like our community is more whole and working together to best accommodate everyone. It's
been really, really cool for me to immerse myself in the community and get to meet a lot of the community members and just seeing how they support each other. And it's like we talked about, it's what makes this country what it is. It's what makes this country great. And so for me, it's been an awesome opportunity to be able to get to meet a lot of amazing people. And so I'm super grateful for that. Yeah.